Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli.
Welcome back to
the Cimorelli podcast.
Welcome back,
adding a
everyone.
sound effect.
Hello, YouTube, and hello, Patreon. A week before YouTube. Welcome back to the Cimorelli podcast. This is a fun, uplifting podcast where we focus a lot on self-improvement and personal growth. And we share juicy stories, discuss personal topics, and get vulnerable and real with you guys. Every other episode is actually available only on our Patreon. Our patrons fund the podcast. Thank you guys so much for supporting the podcast. We appreciate it so much. So if you want to join our Patreon, you want to support us, you're going to get double the podcast episodes, and you're going to get a bunch of other really cool series like things we don't talk about, tips and tricks, Q&As, and a lot more. There's so much good content on our Patreon. So in my opinion, totally worth it. Try it out for 1 month. See what you think. It's really awesome. So today's topic of conversation is actually a game, which is Would You Rather?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Which you guys probably know from the title already.
I almost said it with you. I was like, whoop.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
So that's going to be really fun. But we're going to start with highs and lows.
High of the week and low of the week. Okay, my high was recently. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I recorded a song, a cover with my dear friend, Jacqueline Walters.
Dear friend.
Please look her up. Deserves all the fame. Just kidding. Well, she really does. She's so talented. It's disgusting. Anyway, I love to record. I love to sing.
Engineer.
I love to be independently creative, as my therapist calls it, you know, like no odds, no stakes, just make something. It's not for work.
Wow.
Yes, where it's like outside of your job,
Actually,
outside
I
of
love
whatever,
stakes.
for fun. You're just making it, see what you make. Anyway,
I love that.
you know, we did a song and I was like, wow, I haven't like had time to do this or mental drive really most of this year. I recorded earlier, but whatever. It was great. It was so nice to be back in the saddle. Definitely inspired me to do more. My low was last night I had Chipotle, and some people who know me know I never drink water while eating because it makes my stomach like a full balloon that keeps expanding.
What?
Well, I drank a lot of water shortly after I ate, which makes the digestion process go from like an hour to like 5 hours.
What? I didn't
So
know that.
yes, for me it does. I ate at like 7 o'clock, and at 11 p.m. I was still like so full, and I went to bed.
To me too.
I went to bed and woke up, and I was like,
Wait, let me ask you this. Did you get the brown rice?
no, that's the white rice.
Okay, every
Got a
time I get the
burrito
brown
bowl.
rice at Chipotle, I get a huge
Wow.
stomach ache.
It's probably because I
So-
drank
so
water
much
Yes,
fiber.
if you
It's
drink
too much
water,
fiber.
it makes
I always
everything
get the white.
digest so slowly. So that was my low.
Yikes.
Wow. Okay,
That's
my
crazy.
low was the other day. The other night, I really did not sleep. I slept like 3 hours.
Yikes.
It was really bad. And I'm still sleep deprived. But my high was actually coming up with the questions for this episode. It was really
That was
funny.
so
It was
funny.
so
Oh my
funny.
gosh,
a
it
good
was
time.
fun.
Oh my gosh, that was
Okay, I gotta say,
So I'm
Lauren
excited.
was on fire, but in like a really weird way.
Oh,
and
it was
Amy was on
wild.
fire in a different way.
Yeah.
Like, I can't explain it. But when we were coming up with the questions, Lauren was going, would you rather? And she was like going on these wild journeys.
Nobody
And then-
liked my questions.
And then
but I
Amy, because
liked
we
them.
all were like horrified. Because they were like these
Somebody
things
kept
that were
saying like, would you rather fall down a hill or do another thing? I was like,
I said no, because we were coming up with the ones, and I was like, okay, would you rather do this or something else? Like someone think of
giving
the
the
next
first
thing.
half.
I was giving the first half.
Whereas like Amy kept thinking of these things and I was like,
It was
that's
so good.
genius. How did
I
you
know.
think of that?
I
It's
don't
so
know.
random. She like pulled it out of her hat. I almost said
I
beard.
did.
I almost said she pulled it out of her beard. She doesn't
I
have a
did
beard.
that
pulled
as
it
well.
out of her beard.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. So it's hard to remember things these days, but I'm trying to think of what happened. I think my low was one of the nights that I don't remember what night it was. I think I was having like not really a mental breakdown, more of like an episode of overwhelm.
Oh, girl. I know those episodes.
That's what I was having. But then it's a low turned high. My high was that Nick and I, my husband Nick, and I had this like cool deep talk amidst the episode, and then it was great. I slept like a baby, which was I woke up 100 times, but I felt really chill at every wake up. I wasn't like,
I
I was
relaxed, at ease.
You know, I can also see why they say slept like a baby, because like Barrett will sleep when everyone's talking and yelling. So that too. It's kind of
like
multi-
deeply.
I was gonna say the opposite. Why do they say sleep like a baby when babies wake up every second?
But maybe I think because when they do sleep,
they
it's
can't
pretty
sleep.
deep.
well, it's like 12 hours.
Yeah.
And
But not
nothing
yet.
seems to wake
baby,
them
He
up.
needs to eat. I need to feed him. That ain't gonna happen yet. But at one point, it happens.
Ready, Kathleen?
Okay.
'Cause they're
My
growing.
low was on Sunday. I don't know what came over me, but I went on the cleaning binge.
Oh yeah.
And I cleaned for
Catherine.
like literally 6 hours straight.
Catherine Ann.
And then at the end of the day, I was like, oh, my whole body hurts. Ow, my feet hurt.
What?
Oh, my back hurts. My shoulders
yes,
hurt. Like,
because cleaning is
my-
hard work.
yeah, my entire body was like throbbing. And I had to do yoga for sore feet to go to sleep. Because my feet, no, literally just standing for 10 seconds, my feet were filled with like pins and needles. Like they hurt so bad.
That's the end of pregnancy. Every freaking day.
Well, apparently it's because I have bad posture. Apparently, if you stand for a long time and you have bad posture, like you're standing wrong, your feet will hurt at the end of it.
Oh.
I was
So,
getting like special
Not surprised.
special shoes that were all like extra
like Tempur-Pedic,
padded.
or what do they call Posturepedic?
Remember those black shoes I wore at the end of pregnancy that were like you slip them on? Anyone remember them?
No, I didn't
No.
know.
Yes.
I wore them like
Oh
every
wait,
day.
the slip. Yes,
I bought them because they were
Like
like
James
extra
Charles.
padded. So I was like, ouch,
Yeah.
ouch, ouch.
Oh,
Good
sad.
times.
My
Good
high
times.
was this really great night that Max and I had where we made Indian food and we danced around. Well, I kind of forced Max to dance. He danced a
Catherine,
little.
let him do
in
what
the
he wants to
kitchen,
do.
and then we watched this horrifying movie, and it was like I don't really want to say what it is because it was kind of crass, and I was like, oh, this is kind of inappropriate. I don't really like this. It was just a lot of swearing, but it was rated as the worst movie of 2018, so maybe you can find it. But it was so bad that we were just like looking at each other, like laughing and like, what are we watching? But like we saw how bad the reviews were, and people said it was like they called it emotionally sadistic.
No,
Like no,
I
they're
would
saying
watch that.
like they're trying to like take advantage of your emotions and like getting pleasure out of it, like the writer. Like it was just really weird.
Nah.
Like they're
Why?
trying to make you feel something and you're not feeling anything. And you're
Why?
like, what is going on? But it was just so bizarre, and we were just laughing, and it was like truly an
Catherine
experience.
Ann.
It was like a 2-hour movie. So yeah, it was a bonding experience, and it was really funny.
You?
Well, I would say,
She didn't think of anything.
You
Yeah.
would say.
well, okay, the first low that comes to mind is that I have what I would refer to as a blemish on the end of my nose.
A blemish.
And it's very
Oh.
uncomfortable.
You always that's where
And-
you always get them if you
yeah,
get
like it's literally on the
one.
end
Amy
of
has
my
like
nose.
perfect skin,
Oh.
and then
Look,
once a year she gets a blemish.
I was not
on her
blessed
nose.
with much, but I was blessed with that. So
She's great
I am
skin.
very grateful for that. But yes, I am. That might sound very trivial, and I'm sorry if you have that on a regular basis on the end of your nose specifically. I feel for you because it's painful and it's annoying, and so I really I'm praying for you and myself too in this moment.
Wow.
A recent high was when it's more of like, I don't know if amalgamation is the right word, but just I've been hanging out with my brothers a lot lately, and it's been really fun.
Ooh.
Like I've literally had no plans lately, and I've just been because what can you do? Nothing's going on. And so I've just been hanging out with my brothers at my parents' house, and it's been really fun and really funny. It's been some interesting times.
I had to
That's
look
cool.
up that word.
Did,
was
did I say it right?
Amalgamation. I think you said it right. The action, process, or result of combining or uniting.
Yeah, like amalgamation memories of activities of things.
Wow.
The process of uniting things.
I still don't get it. That's
It was
cool, though.
on the right track, I'm assuming.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, now it's time for a spicy advice Q&A question.
Hit it.
It's
Lisa
one
just
question.
became like a used car salesman.
No, it's from New Girl. He's like, "Hey, I'm live on QXR Radio. You're on with the doctor." Because he's just got a
How do
microphone.
you remember everything?
I
Okay.
know, because I watch these TV shows, the entire series, 6 times through.
What?
Oh, you're one
I
of
can't do
those.
that.
All right. So this week, our question comes from our patron, Coco T. For
Hey.
some reason, I wrote your question in my notes like it was a poem. I kept spacing it out. So I'm just gonna read this like it's a poem.
Oh my gosh.
How do I stop being so defensive when I really shouldn't be? From
Oh
Coco T.
my gosh.
Well,
okay.
I think
Let me jump in on this because I'm a very defensive person. I really am. It's in my blood. It is in my blood. So I would say I have improved from where I was. Still have a long way to go, but I have improved. I would say the best thing you can do is when you hear something that is offensive, you pause and you say, okay, wait. Deep breath. Maybe they didn't mean it like that. Or maybe there's something I'm not seeing. Or maybe I am this thing. Like, just keep asking questions. Keep being curious. And you may find a different answer than just, you friggin' jerk. So, that's my advice.
Okay, I was very defensive for a lot of my life. And I don't know when it started turning around, but I'm not really that defensive anymore. I used to be really defensive all the time.
What do you mean you're not defensive? Just kidding. I was being defensive. Get it? Like, oh, sorry. I was trying to make a joke. Okay.
But
It kind of worked. I understood.
I was trying to make a joke.
I kind of went through what am I so triggered by all the time. So I think you should write down, what am I so triggered by? Just write down, make a list. I hate it when people do this, when people say this, when people say this to me, when people bring up this to me, and then try to figure out why this. This is going to be a deep process. If you're if you're saying, how can I not be so defensive? We can't just tell you one thing and then you just do one thing and then the end. This is like a deep rooted thing. So you're going to have to go deep with this. Honestly, therapy could really help you out with this one a lot. But if that's not what you're going to be doing, then you need to write it all down and figure out what are all the things that are constantly triggering me to be super defensive and why. Like, what do I think they mean to me?
Yeah,
right?
because if you're defensive by the very definition of it, and I'm saying this as someone who tends to get very defensive very regularly, you're on the defense. You're defending yourself. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, generally, it's someone who lost their trust in humanity. Like, you were hurt. You were hurt and you had to put up your armor and put up your shield. Like, you were like, don't hurt me. Like, so you have to ask yourself, like, if I'm always defensive, and sometimes I feel like, oh man, I shouldn't have been defensive, then you have to ask yourself, am I projecting my past experience onto my current reality? Or is this valid? Maybe it is valid, but it definitely, if you find yourself getting defensive all the time, then you do have to pause and try to think before you react. Like, and again, if you can get to the root of like childhood things, what happened, who hurt you, who's broke your trust, how did that happen, how did it affect you? If you know your own roots, you can be more in the moment instead of always like reacting from the past.
I think it was like what it means. So it's like that part plus add on to that, like, oh, when people are doing this, it means they think I'm a bad person, or it means I am a bad person. Because sometimes they don't even think that. Sometimes they do think that, but then you're like, them thinking it doesn't actually make it true. For instance, we have random people on the internet who hate us. We could be defensive all day. That's
Hate.
That could be like a full-time job for us, honestly. We could get defensive all day long if we wanted to, but then I just have to realize, I don't have to defend myself against a person who doesn't know me because it doesn't mean XYZ. I have to explain it to myself. So you have to actually like really go through a whole explaining process.
Yeah, I would say one thing for me that's helped me become less defensive, it's just like a brutal honesty with yourself and self-awareness. Because for me, it's like, okay, if I'm getting defensive, it's because I feel like someone is like insulting me, right? And if I'm just shockingly aware of my own shortcomings and my own flaws, and I've kind of come to terms with them, and I'm like, okay, this flaw here is something that I'm okay with that being a flaw, and like whatever, I just accept that's a flaw and that's it. Or this thing right here, I accept it's a flaw and it's something that I'm working on. Then if somebody kind of like pushes one of those buttons, I'm either just like, okay, well, I accept that about myself and that's okay. Or like, yeah, that's rough, but that's something I'm working on. And it like brings it down.
The only thing I will say is sometimes you just aren't aware of something until someone points it out. I'm like, I'm so self-aware. I know everything. And then someone says something, I'm like, excuse me. And then I'm like, wow, I never realized that I do that. So sometimes you just have blind spots,
Yeah.
But in those moments, I would say you need to ask the question, like, is this true? Maybe I just need to think about it.
Yeah, because like I think that most defensiveness comes from those areas, and like I'm mad defensive. I get angry very easily. I get heated very easily because I've learned that it's me always trying to defend myself, obviously because that's defense means, but like stick up for myself because I have to prove constantly to other people that I am this, that, the other thing, or not this, that, the other thing. But it's like, you're just a person. I'm just a person. We're just people. We're not all good and we're not all bad. And we don't need to constantly defend ourselves, because at the end of the day, we're all made in the image and the likeness of God in a way. And like, we're all good in so many ways. And you have to give yourself a break. And honestly, you have to start just taking the humblings and be like, you know what? I was wrong there. Because a lot of defensiveness in my experience comes from pride too. Of like,
you know you're
I'm
wrong.
a good person, I swear. But it's like, okay, well, sometimes I do things wrong. And
It's okay.
and I don't have to defend myself every single time, because it's just how it is. So sometimes the humility is very, very good for you.
All right, there you have it. Good luck.
Specifically.
That's going to be quite the journey. So good luck to you. And I really hope that you take that journey, because you could not take it.
Yeah.
So I hope you do. We're going to jump into the topic of conversation, which is actually
A game.
an activity.
I'm very excited.
Would you rather? Now, we didn't do, okay, so who is it? Lauren, to me, like, I do not want to do those ones that are like, would you rather have fingernails and as toes?
Arms for legs or legs for arms.
Whatever the heck.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're not
What are
doing
those called?
that.
Hypothetical scenarios that we'll never let.
Yeah.
Well, but some of these
some
are
of
that.
these would never happen.
For
But it's
instance, the
just
first one.
like, I don't know. Just
But we
weird
have a
ones.
certain brand that we like and
Yeah.
a certain
Yeah.
brand that we don't like. So we're doing what
So,
we like.
yeah, this is
basically it.
our type that we chose, okay? Duh.
Some of these are kind of random, but I gotta say they're pretty genius.
I'm looking at
At
those I
Amy.
made. I'm like, wow, I did a great job.
Are you saying them, or I do not sing like last
I
time?
cannot, or unless you want to.
Are we gonna like
'Cause
go
you're
down the
starting.
line and say?
Yeah.
All
Go
right,
to the line.
I'll do it. Okay. Would you rather have to say everything you're thinking or not be able to speak at all? All right. As
I hate
someone
that.
who is terrified of saying what they're thinking and actually hates it, I know, surprise, surprise, I'm such a bold rock star. No, just kidding. I hate saying what I'm thinking, so I actually would choose to have to say everything I'm thinking, and then I would no longer struggle with it, and I would get used to it.
I had the same answer because I'm like, you know what? I already do say a lot of what I'm thinking though, and it would just like push me further to do that though. So
Yeah, I think
Probably make you have nicer
it would
thoughts
be
too.
very depressing to not be able to speak at all. But you could communicate in other ways.
yeah,
You're like,
But okay, the thing is, people would get used to it. They would get used to
Yeah.
the fact that you say everything honestly
Yeah.
all the time, and then
they
it would
know
be
you so well.
difficult at first, but then it'd be like, okay, I really know where I stand with them, and I think they would adjust. So, go with that.
I'm horrified by the thought of everyone knowing what I think.
What?
I think it's not like, oh, I'm thinking these horrible things,
Man.
but I feel like when you have like OCD thoughts, they feel kind of crazy. You're like, what if we all die? It's like these things that you're like, just kind of like,
And we'd be
ruminating
like, what? We'd be talking, be like, guys, what if we all die?
no, I'm probably thinking something really weird, like, what if the room explodes or something? I don't know, like something really weird. I feel like people would
wait,
be
so
like,
which one would you choose?
I don't know, because not being able to talk would be so sad. I love my friends and I want to talk to them. Well, I guess you could learn sign language.
You definitely
But
could.
then every person that you're friends with has to learn it too. I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be
You
hard.
could learn.
You can still hear.
Maybe
I
you
would
could-
just
you
say
could
everything
type.
I'm thinking.
Uh,
I hate
it maybe
it.
would help you.
I like
hate
privacy. I think privacy is there for a reason.
Yeah.
It is.
Because sometimes you think things and you're like, wow, that's crazy. I'm glad I didn't say that because I don't really think that.
True.
There are very few things that I think but do not say. So I basically already live this lifestyle. So I would go with I would say everything I'm thinking.
I feel
Amy
like
always-
what you don't say with your words, you say with your face. Too.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
So you kind of say everything you're thinking.
Because Amy always goes,
Like-
so, and then she stops. She
As
never
a
did that
kid,
before. And then
she'd
she's
always
like,
like,
nothing.
"Hey Lisa," I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "I forgot." I'm like, "Amy, you just said
Sometimes
my name.
I act. Most
How
of the
did
time,
you-
though, okay.
How do you forget what you're saying in the span of, "Hey Lisa"?
It was
I forgot.
Well, it was literally like a 50-50 though. Like I
Sometimes
actually
you did.
legitimately, I think it's like a fight or flight thing. Like could not
You
think of what I
froze?
was gonna say.
That's
And
wild.
As soon
then-
as Lisa looked at you,
You
fight or
Sometimes I'm
flight.
like,
all the
oh, I should
time.
not say that. So I
I
forgot.
forgot.
I forgot.
Okay, and next question. Would you rather only be able to take cold showers or never be able to drive over 40 miles per hour?
This one that
Don't
I
talk
made up.
over the question.
Easy.
Or never be able to drive over 40 miles per hour.
Ugh.
These are completely unrelated.
I know I made it up.
I unfortunately loved speed. So, but I hate cold showers. Oh no! Come back to me, Lauren. Go.
I love
this is hard.
driving. I love driving fast, so I will do the cold shower.
Okay, disagree 100. I live for my showers. That's like my peaceful time of the day. I don't give one rip about driving 40 miles per hour. Don't give one rip. I always
It would
drive under
take
the speed
so
limit.
long to get everywhere.
I always drive slow. It's fine. I love my time in the car. I have no problem with that.
She loves her time in the car. She loves her time in the shower.
I have had times where my feet get so cold that I have to put them in a hot shower in order to sleep. So I would definitely not give up hot showers. I would just drive slow, which I would hate. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm too impatient.
I love driving slow.
Oh, and that would really make road trips horrifying.
Oh,
Like driving like 9 hours, you have to go 40.
Yeah, that's gonna change
Your
road
9 hour
trips.
road trip would become like a 12-hour road trip. That would suck.
There was a period of time where I took cold showers because I don't know. Alex was talking about it, and I was like, oh, if someone does, then I have
Alex,
to do the same thing.
Our brother.
Spiritual
Yeah.
practice of mortification.
I don't know if that was the reason.
Yes,
but
There's
it
some like
was.
scientific thing too.
It's
there
good
are
for
a lot
you.
of health benefits
It
for
actually
cold showers.
lessens your anxiety.
Yeah, it's actually really good for you.
Man,
So
I
I
should
would
do
do
that.
that because 40 miles an hour, I would not get anywhere ever again.
Oh,
okay. I just realized my answer. I have like a pathological fear of being cold, so I would have to pick the shower. Unfortunately, I love to drive fast, but I need hot showers and hot baths.
yeah, I
so.
could never see you taking
Yeah.
a cold
I
shower.
can't give that up.
No, I actually used to rinse my hair
That's
with cold
horrible.
water when it was all kinds of
I
colors.
can
but-
see
Yeah,
cold showers.
I'm used to that.
Okay.
Yikes.
Would you rather marry someone you never met or never get married? Oh no, it's such a chance. Okay. Honestly, I think I would rather never get married.
Really?
I am a single gal or whatever. I'm a lone wolf. I'm very independent. I think
I
I
was gonna
could
say, you're
find
definitely
solace
not a
elsewhere. I
single
could be like Oprah.
You know,
She never
has
has
had a
She
life
has a
partner
partner, but they're not
for
married.
very many years.
okay.
That's
Okay.
true. You
That-
technically could have a boyfriend that you have forever.
No,
if
there
you
are
ever-
no workarounds,
Okay,
people.
quit it
You're
with
single.
Yeah, we're finding loopholes.
She didn't say be single forever.
No
I.
loopholes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. I think I get along with a lot of different types of people. So I would marry someone I never met 'cause I really want to get married.
Okay, I would. I think it depends on. Here's the tough thing. How are they choosing them, or who is
It
the
seems-
group?
okay,
It
Christina.
seems really
No,
random.
the thing is, you don't know. It's all just
Is it just a random
chance.
Yeah.
It's just chance. You have to leave it to chance.
Okay,
Could be
see,
anyone.
Here's the problem.
Oh my god.
Is it someone who's like choosing like an arranged marriage where someone who has your best interest at heart
No,
is choosing
no.
someone?
No,
It's
this
just
is so
random.
random. Someone you've never
Because
met.
then
That's
you
all
could
it
end up
is.
with a serial killer.
You could. That's the point.
Okay, so I would say if it was like an arranged marriage, I would do that.
That's
Yeah.
not the question.
But if it's a rando and I have a chance of being with a serial killer, no.
I don't think that will
Guys,
happen.
a person you never met could have all the opposite beliefs of you.
but
It's
maybe
so
they
random.
don't though.
Hey.
I don't know. I have good luck. So.
All right, go ahead.
I would never
You do.
marry someone that I have not met. I cannot do that.
Yeah.
Even if it was like, well, okay. If it was like the show, what is it called? The
Married
show
at
that I
First
love,
Sight?
Married at First Sight.
It's
where
not like that.
They have
It's
these
not.
psychological experts.
not.
Even then,
This is just a made-up scenario.
Okay,
What was
Not
the thing we
even-
said in the
my
last
mind doesn't
question?
even go to
What was the
s-
thing we said? No loopholes.
Yeah,
Yes.
no
Yeah.
loopholes.
So, but even that, my mind doesn't even go to serial killer. My mind goes to, what if this person's freaking annoying?
Yeah.
What if this person is
I
sitting
feel
there
like anyone cannot be
criticizing
annoying.
Guys,
everything
what
I
if they're
do?
super toxic?
What if this person is
Guys,
narcissist,
we
a
don't
narcissist?
I just
All right.
don't
Yeah,
think they
nope.
would be.
What if they
Nope,
have
I
a
don't
toxic
think so.
personality and they're super annoying? What if they leave
I
their
know.
stuff? I would rather be alone. I had
Yeah.
a great life when I was single. Okay,
I can
had
see it.
many friends, great family, activities.
Well,
I would volunteer.
Catherine and I.
I would adopt some children. I would be fine.
Yeah.
I just
Um,
no, I'm not doing that. That's horrifying.
I would like to say that I would marry someone I never met, but I
You
would
would
not.
No,
You
you
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
I would have a great life independently.
You would
Great
just visit
life.
everyone.
Great life. I'd be like one of those moms on Facebook articles. Amazing single mom adopts 7 children.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know.
honestly, yeah. Could do
Not
that.
Alright.
worth it. Not worth the risk.
Wow. Okay. Would you rather give up all drinks except for water, or give up anything that was cooked in an oven? So you're like a raw foodist.
Yeah, you have to be a raw foodist.
Okay.
But
only
can you
have,
cook it on the
like-
stove?
Listen.
Yes.
I ate all raw for a
guess.
week. For me, that was just fruit. Okay. I ate fruit for a week because I do not cook. I really wouldn't do it again, especially for the rest of my life. So, and I basically already only drink water. That's not very hard. So I would give up all drinks except for water easily.
Oof.
Just put a lemon in it.
That would be hard because I do like
A bev.
sodas, those ones with like cane sugar and it's like organic.
Oof,
Oh, they're
yes.
so good. And it's like
Fancy.
blue raspberry. Oh, Italian soda, all that. Lemonade.
Wow.
I love that. But, it's just a bunch of sugar. And it'd probably be better if I just drank water anyway. So
yeah,
I'd pick
that's
that.
easy. Easy. Give up all the drinks except for water. I don't really drink that
Oh
much.
yeah, you
except for
can't
water.
have coffee.
Easy.
Yeah.
Don't care. You?
Oh, I would give up the drinks, but I love coffee so much. I just have 1 cup a day. I don't even drink that much, but like I just love my morning ritual, and I love tea in the winter. I love orange juice. I love sweet tea. I really love beverages, but I would definitely pick the food.
Yeah.
I
Food's
love
better.
beverages though.
Bevs really do like light up my life,
They
but
do.
I would definitely give them all up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Would you? I love the way this is
Oh
phrased.
wait,
Hold on, I gotta say it
I
first.
made this one up.
Would you rather have to shave your head over time? No. Would you rather
I
have to
would say
shave your
every
head
time.
every time your hair grew, so you never had hair?
So you're like Terry
Or-
Crews who shaves his head every day.
Would you rather never wear makeup again?
Easy.
I would obviously rather shave my head because I loved being bald.
Baldy
And
Roldy.
when you are bald and you put on your makeup and your hoops, whatever, you can look so fierce and you have all these options. Obviously, I would rather wear makeup than do my hair because what do I come in here every time? Makeup, nothing done to my hair, okay? So that's easy for me.
I would shave my head. I love wearing makeup.
Woo!
I think it's
Whoa!
fun.
I did not guess that.
Okay, this is an easy one for me. Easily never wear makeup. I don't give one rip at makeup. I
I
didn't wear
like
makeup
it.
until I was 18. I'm the only one here.
Sacrilege.
I didn't wear makeup until
I
I was
think I was like 14 when I
18.
started wearing it. Like 1 drop of mascara.
Yeah, I didn't even do that. I was like 18. Okay.
I just like having the option.
So I
Yes.
okay, makeup is fun. It is really fun, but I really like not wearing makeup. So
I do too.
I like having hair a lot.
Yeah, I am too attached to my hair to not wear makeup. I do love makeup. I think it's so fun. It's so relaxing and fun to put it on. It's like art.
It is
But
so relaxing.
I love makeup. I think it's so fun. But yeah, no, I would keep my hair. And also shaving your head all the time would be so much work.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
It takes
not.
like
It's just
5
like
minutes. Think about shaving your
Wow.
leg. Your leg is more skin than
You
your
know
head.
what? Actually, I guess you could just put it into your leg.
Catherine,
shaving.
it's the easiest haircut to maintain.
It's
You
like,
don't even have to be
there's
good
already
at
too
it.
much to shave. I don't want to add my head
Good
to
for
it.
you.
Too much area.
I don't wear makeup, so yeah, I would pick
Except for
the
now.
makeup.
Like in your real life, though, you're saying.
You
Yeah.
don't mind going without it.
Yeah, I
your
regularly
real-
don't.
Like
I
your
can see
normal
that.
life.
Okay. Would you rather only wear one color for the rest of your life or only wear different patterns on every
Easy.
item?
Oh, I made up this one
I
too.
would easily
This is so
pick.
easy.
Oh no.
Wait. Let me pause this. Think about this. Your wedding, a funeral.
She already got married.
I'd rather
saying.
wear patterns. I'd rather wear patterns.
Yeah.
I mean, does lace count as a pattern?
But you have to wear 2 different patterns.
That's fine.
Okay.
I would much rather wear
It would be a
patterns.
have
dress
to wear
with 2 patterns.
The
One-
same
okay.
one color forever?
Yes, it's one
color.
Okay, if it was one color in every outfit, yeah, I could do that. But
no,
one
only
color,
one color.
absolutely not.
Because think
Never.
about it. If you picked white, every time you went to a wedding, you'd be offending the bride. Don't pick white.
But then
I
at
don't
your
know
own
who would
wedding,
pick
you can't
white.
And then at your
Yeah,
own
you pick
wedding, if
black.
you picked black, you'd have to wear black to your wedding.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait,
Gotta
okay.
really
My
think this one
turn.
through.
Nope, not
I
for
would
me.
wear patterns. I would
Yes.
not wear one color the rest of my life. That's my living nightmare. I hate it.
Okay, easy. So easy. One color.
So what color would you pick?
I don't know, between probably like a tan or a gray.
Gray.
gray
Because I
wedding
thought about
dress.
the wedding day and I was like, I don't really want to wear a black dress my wedding day.
Tan you could get away with.
But I could do
guys,
black.
If you did off-white, you wouldn't be that bad at other people's weddings, and your own wedding
think-
dress could be off-white.
I think I have to do gray. I have to
You're
do a gray
already
wedding
married.
Wow.
You don't have to worry about
dress. Yeah,
it.
but just say that I had
Yeah.
to.
Okay.
Gray or black. I could just. I don't know.
I would not pick black. Too offensive. Because at certain situations, like a wedding or something. Actually, that's not
Wait,
offensive.
that's not
No.
Your own
Black
wedding. Your
wedding.
own wedding.
Okay,
I couldn't
okay.
wear a black wedding dress. It's horrifying.
I know it'd be weird,
What
but
would you
I could
pick?
do it.
Black is usually very respectful, but very wedding dress, no. I don't like patterns that much. I can't wear patterns that much. I would just pick one color, and I'll tell you what that color would be. After some thought just now, I would probably pick like blush pink.
I knew you were
Oh
gonna say
my
that.
gosh.
Because it's
I
easy.
knew
Think about it. You can just wear a blush pink
Light
wedding dress.
pink
That's
to
close.
a funeral?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
honey.
blush. No, you wore a nice dress and a cardigan to a funeral.
Yeah.
That was blush
Oh,
pink. Not that
honey.
offensive.
I could do blush also.
Yeah,
like a
and then it's
certain
like
kind.
it could be girly.
Well,
or
over
it could
time,
be like
people would
This
notice.
sounds so
Horrible.
It also sounds horrifying.
No
though.
prop for me.
I love colors.
No
I hate
problem.
it.
I
And I'm wearing a-
actually have zero idea. Literally no idea.
When do you even wear patterns?
I literally don't really wear patterns.
You do wear color,
I
though.
don't really wear colors. Like I
You do.
Yeah,
I wear a lot of colors. I'm not really a monochrome kind of guy though.
Yeah.
So pick
So
one.
maybe
Pick
just, like,
one and-
patterns could be fun. Could be
Wow.
fresh.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
was
some
Fun
thinking.
cute
team.
patterns. If you had some cute patterns,
I could see you in the
Yeah.
patterns.
Okay.
Yeah, patterns.
Would you rather only be able to call people or only be able to email people?
Easy.
oh girl, easy.
So easy.
Yeah, so let me
Uh,
clarify this. This is your only form of communication besides in person.
No
so if you ever want to
texting,
hang out with them
no
or
nothing.
get together, you have to either email or you have to call.
So
tough.
easy.
You
I
can't
think
just
I
have any
would-
casual conversations anymore with texting. Nope.
I think I would call people. I do value a good phone call, and I wouldn't want to lose that.
This is my living nightmare, but I have to call people.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, easy. Call them. Love it. Great.
Yeah, I would call them and I would have no problem with that.
Gee, Amy, what's your answer?
Email definitely.
Amy is horrible in
Amy is
email.
the
Amy,
I literally.
Amy calls
Yeah.
like 15 people every hour.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me
loves
say,
a
Very,
good phone
very
call.
checks out.
this actually would be a relief for me because I'm horrible at texting, horrible at emailing. I forget emails and texts all the time. So
Yikes.
calling would be a relief.
Calling would be
Okay,
fun.
the last two questions. Would you rather have to read out loud every word you read? Basically, would you rather have to say out loud every word you read or sing everything you say?
So let's clarify this. If you're typing up a text to someone, you have to read it out loud.
Yes.
If you're reading a text you got, you have to read it out loud.
Oh.
Or every time you meet someone, you're like, "Hi, my name is Catherine. Hello, hello."
Oh gosh,
hello."
I would probably
So embarrassing.
choose to read out loud, and I would just censor and filter myself more and be nice for every text. Or I'd just make sure I'm in the middle of a desert when I'm texting or something. I don't know.
I would read everything out loud because it's like I can just avert my eyes so I don't have to read stuff out loud that I didn't want to read.
Like you're driving and you
And-
see a sign, you're like,
I'm like, stop, yield.
Yeah.
But and if I'm
Exit
like
38.
texting, I just wouldn't open texts around people. I just go into the bathroom and then be like,
and then
Hello.
you could whisper.
Okay. No. Horrible idea. Because think about all this. I'd be like reading that candle, reading that
That's why I'm
backwards,
saying don't
reading that,
look.
reading that.
You can't
Or
look.
Right now
you're
you'd be
driving, you're reading
I'd be
every
reading
license plate,
I'd be
every
reading
sign.
every license plate, every sign.
I would sing, yes, because
Oh
people
my
get used to it. They'll be like,
God.
"Oh, she sings everything." And I'd
no,
just be like,
I hate that.
"Hey guys, how's it going?"
You'd be such an
Blah,
annoying
blah, blah,
podcast
blah.
guest.
I wouldn't be like, "Hey guys, how's it going today?"
Oh
I
my
would just
Well, what if
sing.
we
My
couldn't
low is
control
I
it,
didn't
though?
sleep
It's not that
again.
bad.
I'm really
See,
sad
it's not
about
that
it.
bad.
So
What about
weird.
you? What do you
It
think?
is so
Some people
weird.
have a sing-song
You look
voice.
like you're in a
Bad.
cult.
I don't think it's
A
that bad.
musical
Better than
cult.
being like, "Oh, Camelback. Oh, Blood Orange. The collection."
Yeah,
Okay, Christina has spoken.
I would read aloud everything because I think I could think of some good strategies for this. Such as like Lauren said, don't open text in front of people. The only problem is I really love reading on planes. I love reading books. No, I do. I love reading. How can you sit on a plane for 4 hours and not read a book?
I do it
I don't wanna be
every
sitting
time.
there like,
Every
once
time I
upon a
fly.
time, there was a little man
Consider
named
this:
Jim.
you happen to glance someone next to you's phone with a very private text.
Oh,
you
one
just
time-
read it out loud.
One time I did
Guys,
this.
you're like, this marriage isn't working
Wait.
anymore.
Guys,
I
one
started
time
singing it
I looked
too.
over at this would have been so awkward an example of this. One time I looked over at a man next to me and he was texting his girlfriend, and this was like a grown man, he was like in his 50s, and her name was saved as Love Monkey. And I was
Love Monkey.
terrified. In that situation, I would have had to be
That's
like,
traumatizing.
Love Monkey. That would have been so
Okay, what
creepy.
about you? We only got one more after this.
I truly don't know, and I didn't think about it.
We just said everything to think
listening.
about.
Amy, if I were you, I'd go with the singing. I think
I
that would be
already
better.
do that a lot, DBH.
Yeah.
So I
Just
guess I could do the singing one.
Okay, I thought of this question. I love it. Would you rather live on a cruise ship with 5 people or in a mansion, not a castle, okay, a mansion, maybe 10,000 square feet, with 100 people?
Oh no.
I think I would rather live on a cruise ship. But then the mansion, it's like, what? Every day might feel like a party. There's so many people there.
What do you hate
no,
all of them though?
I need my privacy cruise ship. Ooh, and I love the ocean.
I am not living on a cruise ship. That's the worst thing I ever heard. I basically already lived with 100 people my whole life, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't want to live on a cruise ship. That sounds scary to me. Sounds fun, but scary. 100 people, I don't think that would be that bad in a mansion. I really don't think it'd be that
But
bad.
imagine this: you don't have your own room.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
No.
And who are
I'd be
100
okay with
people?
that.
Never
This mansion is
escape.
like 10 bedrooms max.
Yeah,
I
There's
think it'd be
10 people
okay.
in every room.
Just
I mean,
stacks on
yeah,
stacks
we
of
lived
beds.
that way basically.
Yeah, I liked that when we lived like that. I was okay with that. I just had my own private time. Went
To
on walks.
clarify,
Yeah.
you had 2 roommates, not 9.
So
Keep going.
it was like I had 5 because we were all together 24/7 and we shared a bathroom.
yeah.
True.
I was okay with it.
Definitely not a ship. I get very motion sick. I hate the idea of that.
ship.
But I hate the idea of living with 100 people. Even living with 13 people was extremely overwhelming. The only time I got alone time was when I went on a walk or went to the bathroom, which I did frequently just to get away from people sometimes. It was just like, oh, you can't go anywhere because there's someone in every room. It's so annoying. You need privacy and you want to cry, but you have to literally go in the bathroom to cry. That's the only place you can be safe.
Yeah, that's
Even in
true.
your own room, you have to hide under
But
your
then
covers.
people knock on the door. Hello, need to get in. You
And
have
you're
to stop
like,
crying.
yes, 1 sec. Trying to sound like normal and be like, don't.
You know what? When we did like church mission trips, basically, and you're in the
Oh
room with
my
how many
yeah.
people was
Gosh,
it?
get
Like
away.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I could-
Wait,
No.
I actually had fun.
I'm
Listen,
an extra and I got
I
overwhelmed.
thought that was fun.
For like several years, though.
I felt like I adjusted by the end of the weekend. I
You
was like,
get
okay,
used to
I
it.
could live like this.
I
You
love
guys are
people, but I
crazy.
need my space.
all right.
Cruise ships have like bowling alleys and slides
Yeah,
and
that's-
like
Yeah,
so
but
much
it's a
shit.
But you live in the
Ugh.
ocean.
Yeah, I don't want to
So
live in the
cool.
ocean.
That.
Alright.
In with
I
5
don't know. I
Like people that you like.
oh.
people. I
They both sound horrible. Maybe the 100 people.
Yeah,
I could
you
do
would.
it.
That's what you get.
I can hack
Okay,
it.
perfect.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump into the bag of random. Thank you
Yes.
guys. Thanks for joining us for. What was
Would
that?
you
just called that
rather?
we just did? Would you rather?
Would
Guys, I
you?
don't
We should
get
do that
much
more often.
I don't get much sleep these days. Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, today's bag of random is the personal poll. And the question is, I've never done this voice before. I really like it.
It's like
like it.
sleepy
Do you
announcer.
take shampoo and conditioner from hotels?
No, never.
Oh, you know what though? Once in
No.
a while, there is a really quality moisturizer that's like really nice in a
What?
pinch. Yes. The last hotel I stayed at in Chicago, there was a really good moisturizer that actually helped my hands so much, and I still have it in my purse.
Wait, why would you do that?
Yeah,
I think
why?
people do this.
You know what? Max did that.
Then that's
He's
why.
still using
is
it.
this like
There's
you're
people
trying
that
to
are
like
still using
save money?
He got it like months and
This is
months
like, what
ago,
do they
and
call
it's a
it, extreme
tiny bottle.
couponers?
And I'm like, you literally have 2 bars of
I
soap.
think a lot
Why
of
do you
people
need that?
might do this. I'm not sure. I think
I
as a
used
kid,
to.
as a kid, I did this for sure. I was
thought
like,
it was so
Oh, it's like fun.
free shampoo.
Yeah, and then I realized it's just a bunch of chemicals.
Guys,
Yeah, then I was
I
like,
used
it's
to be
pretty good.
Free cotton swabs.
Let me tell you guys, I have this thing called dandruff, so I can't just be using any shampoo. I need Head and Shoulders, so I'm not stealing that.
Lauren, what you
Amen.
really need to get is a scalp brush, but we can discuss this later. It'll
Okay.
change your life.
Okay.
It's just a no for me.
I think I might have one. I haven't
I
used it though.
will.
Wow, so none of us do it. Is this the
Could
first time we
never.
got a personal poll with all the same answer?
Maybe.
Wait, what's your?
I said no.
Yeah, no.
I said I used to.
Did everyone?
So
answer?
maybe answer in the comments if you do.
Have
this.
ever
And
done
let us know
this.
why. Why? Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
No.
Just
No,
kidding.
I think it's more, maybe it's like
It's
a
a
frugal
joke.
thing. It's a frugal
Yeah.
thing, like trying to save some money.
Yeah,
But it's like 2 washes, right? Or 3?
No, it's like 5 or 6.
Okay.
depends on how much you use.
You could also
It's like
just
$1?
not wash your hair as much and put it up in like a bun.
What?
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
that's what I do.
eventually you'll need shampoo. All right. Anyway.
I'm saying if you want to be
Anyway.
frugal, that's easy in that one. Okay. We're going to move on to Sister Spotlight, where each week a different sister gets the spotlight, where we have Lauren's take, Get Real with Christina, Sappy Thoughts with Kath, Amy's Current Crisis, and Exposing Lisa's Weird Past. This week, the sister is the one, the only, Amy's Current Crisis.
Oh, yeah. All right, buckle up.
I don't really know what this is going to be. I have a general idea. It's not necessarily a story. Might be a list. I don't really know what. So
Let's hear
we'll just jump on in.
Oh,
So
I feel like
this-
you're a teacher and we're in your class.
Yes.
You're like the syllabus.
This is called I don't have a title. Oh, maybe I'll think of a pithy and dynamic title in the middle. This is called the Untitled Crisis, including/involving men.
Okay.
That's the marquee. So basically,
Okay.
what we're going to talk about here today is things I hate about dating.
Things that you've had a crisis with?
Yes.
All right.
And I just hate them.
Dating.
Okay. Number 1, dating applications. Oh, they give me such
The
terror.
heebie-jeebies.
Like such the heaviest of jeebies. I cannot
locations?
hear.
Applications.
Applications.
Apps.
Oh, I thought you meant someone's location
Number
on a
1,
dating app. Sorry.
I don't know. It's too much. It's too personal. I'm like looking at pictures. I can't. I try it. I try to do it. So I feel like I'm checking off a box of like, okay, I did
I force
something,
you to
but
do it.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I hate speaking to people on them. I don't know them. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Ooh. List it. Second one that I'm thinking of that pops into mind is I hate texting. Oh, I hate it so deeply. I hate texting men. I just can't handle it. It's just so weird. And like, you're like, and then they're like, blah, blah. And then you like, don't respond for 24 hours because you are in shock and then you can't hear. What? But from the dumbest things. So then you're looking at yourself and you're like, girl, you can't reply for 24 hours because someone said it was nice to see you today. Are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, I was sure. So that, not fun. Another thing, eating a meat. What? I can't. The one dinner date I went on, I hated. It was so.
Wait, eating
Yes.
a meal together? Do you not like when people watch you eat or what?
Food. I hate watching people eat. I can't hear. I will do coffee. There's a nice, like, you can escape really fast. No one's eating. And it's nice.
gosh. But if someone gets a muffin, it's a rogue.
Not even. Get that muffin. I can handle it. I can deal with that. But real food scares me. But maybe one day I'll figure that out. But like I could go for a nice ice cream. It doesn't freak me out. Coffee does not. Meals, ugh. But I don't know. One day maybe I'll change that. Don't know.
You'd rather have someone lick a mound of frozen milk than eat a piece of chicken.
Please, I'm gonna throw up.
Oh my
No,
god. Okay.
it's a spoon. You just
Okay.
I can't hear. I can't handle it. What else do I hate? Oh. Speaking about people that you're trying to date. Oh no. I can't hear it because the problem is other people have opinions.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Can I translate? So you're saying a thing you don't like is talking about the person you like?
I was going to say, I feel like some people are relating to this right now.
Yes, they are.
Because this
No,
is also
talking about them
to
to
other
someone
people.
else.
This is historically things that I've hated. Some of it I've grown out of, some of it I have not. But like things just give me at first glance a horrified reaction. Because it's
I
like,
get it.
you're
Like
like,
what?
Because then people are like, they ask all these questions, and then you're like,
When they're like, oh, let me see a picture.
yeah.
Oh, he's cute.
Okay, look, I have
Or
always,
they go, not really my style. But
I have never
It's like,
doubted.
I didn't ask if it was your style.
No, and it just like, then you have to explain why it's not going to end well because you already know. So then you're like, I don't want to speak about this to anybody because there's no point. So yeah, I tend to be very.
Wait, you
covert.
can't talk about your crush without explaining the doom at the end.
Yes, to myself.
we just met her, but it's probably going to be bad, just so you know.
That is literally where it goes in my brain.
Wow.
And then everyone had they have questions, and you're like, ugh. But actually, if it's a good, like, if I'm like, okay, I don't think this is gonna like be horrifying, then I can handle it. Then I'm like, okay,
Like,
I can
maybe we
talk
could
about
eat
it.
a meal.
yeah. But it's just like
No,
the
start
whole
with the coffee.
concept is just disturbing.
But you think every
and
male
frightening.
eating is just not.
Oh.
You don't think there's any male
I
that can
just
eat?
hate people eating. I don't really like to go out to eat with people.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. You
most
don't.
of the time, I just have to look away. I have to put up
I
a
get it.
menu.
Yeah, but
and
not
I always
everyone-
feel so bad.
Not everyone's gross when they eat.
to
I
her,
don't want
they
to think
are,
about it. I will
Christina.
throw up. I will literally
Oh,
vom.
wow.
I have a very delicate stomach.
Our dad has
apparently.
the same problem, by the way.
Maybe
I got
it's
it
like
from him.
genetic, but I don't think there's anything else. Ooh, on the positive note, things I love. Driving around with a cutie. That's a positive note. That's all I can think of.
Your crisis.
That is all I can think of. But okay.
I'm picturing Amy taking a bag of chips out of his passenger seat and throwing it out the window and be like, don't you dare.
Chips are fine. That's not meal, Catherine.
A nice
It's
crunch. Love
meals
the
is the
crunch.
problem.
Chips aren't messy.
Yeah.
It's not a
Okay.
meal.
So as long as there's no
Ah.
like fork and knife, you're good. What
Exactly.
about sushi?
Could be fine.
Chopsticks?
She wants him
Okay.
to eat dry
don't feel-
food. Dry foods
Particularly
only.
No
egregious.
liquids.
No,
Yes.
ice cream is not
I
dry.
had tacos once, and that was
or
fine.
beverages.
Tacos were fine. Yeah.
What?
Okay.
I have a very odd.
No chicken and mashed potatoes. Ooh,
Ugh.
sounds so good.
I just I can't with people. Yeah, I think that's what
Okay.
I have discovered
Wow.
over the years that I hate. But someday we'll grow. But
That's good.
Love it.
Good job.
We
I
deal
wish
with
you
it.
luck on your healing journey.
So when we see you eating a meal with a man, we all will be like, whoa, this is
This
the
is a
one.
real
We will not
thing.
be there. She won't tell
100%.
us. She doesn't talk about her
Yeah.
crush.
Oh, I will.
Oh yeah, 'cause she doesn't want
literally.
opinion. She only hear the opinion.
You
Lord
won't
knows,
know.
unfortunately.
Okay, when you're at your wedding, you're already married and you're eating a meal at the
Then we'll
sweetheart
know.
table.
Then
Then
we'll
you'll know.
Wow, thank you. That was Amy's current crisis.
Yeah,
Always
It
a
was more of
pleasure.
a list.
Always a
Thank you so
pleasure.
much.
that was funny.
All right, thank you guys for joining us. I would highly recommend checking out our Patreon, signing up for a month. Check out all the amazing content we have on there. We put a lot into that, and especially if you're someone who really wants to become the best version of yourself, you really care about personal development, you will love our Patreon. It's an awesome community, and it's a great resource for becoming the best person you want to be. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you in the next episode if you're on Patreon, and if not, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.